The lonely man started by booking a cheap motel room, then prepared a handful of sleeping pills, and washed them down with water. Just like that, he tried to end his miserable life.
시간이 대실 2만 원이고 숙박은 4만 원인데 지금 돈을 더
대실 2만 원, 숙박 4만 원.
To ensure he wouldn't be disturbed, he ignored the cost of the room. After multiple rounds of failed attempts and hospital stays, Sangman finally realized that dying was harder than living. To make matters even worse, he started seeing strange things in the hospital. He thought his mind was finally breaking, so he tried to ignore the crying woman and the old man smoking in his room, while secretly wondering if he was going crazy. Back at home, Sangman noticed the ghosts had followed him home, and he carefully watched them take over his space. Finally, he realized he wasn't alone and screamed in terror at the four spirits. Just like that, a life of solitude was replaced by a supernatural crowd. Next, Sangman.
사람이 아니신가 봐요. 그런 분들이 저한테 무슨 볼일이 있으셔서.
Consulted a shaman to find a way to get rid of the ghosts and return to his plan of dying. The results were frustrating. The shaman told him the ghosts wouldn't leave and the only way to die was to fulfill their wishes.
너 쟤들 보내기 전에는 못 죽어, 알겠어?
왜요?
After hearing this, Sangman began the tiring task of helping the ghosts, starting with the perverted old man's request. Unexpectedly, the old man didn't want anything lewd. He just wanted his old camera back. Watching the old man's desperate expression, Sangman tracked down his former colleague, realizing the camera held a deep secret. Then they headed to a police station. The old man pointed to a locker. Sangman took the camera, and they left. Next, they tested the heavy smoker's wish. The man had Sangman drive a car all the way to the beach. When they arrived, the smoker wanted to swim, which seemed like a simple request at first. Clearly, the smoker just wanted to feel the wind and the salty water again. The next day, the gluttonous kid brought Sangman to a movie theater. He quickly consumed several bowls of noodles, and the amount he ate was shocking. The person Sangman was becoming was none other than a vessel for their hunger. The boy steadied his chopsticks and ate, and Sangman felt the weight of the kid's unfulfilled childhood. It turned out that after fulfilling the first three ghosts' wishes, Sangman figured out that the crying woman's wish was the most difficult of all. She wanted to cook a home-cooked dinner for the people she loved. To escape the cycle of haunting, Sangman invited the nurse he liked to join them. However, their peaceful dinner was interrupted by memories Sangman had long suppressed. A set of flavors triggered a realization. Sangman immediately realized the taste of the kimbap was strangely familiar. After getting the nurse's attention, a truth rang out in his mind. He cautiously asked her about the ingredients, and sure enough, the answer unlocked his forgotten past.
그거 우리 엄마가 미나리가 피에 좋다고 늘 시금치 대신 미나리를 넣었거든요.
He quietly dropped his chopsticks, then decisively ran back to his apartment, successfully remembering the tragic accident from his childhood. But then he did something completely unexpected. Sangman quickly realized the ghosts weren't strangers at all. The smoker was his father, the crying woman was his mother, the old man was his grandfather, and the kid was his older brother. They had never left his side. He called out to them one last time, and finally understood why he couldn't die. Do you know who is always beside you?